I'll tell you what's going on in my family. We meet every year, about 30 people. Yeah, and we have a lot of kids in our family. And we start reading the Agadah, and no one understands nothing. And at the end of the Agadah, each time we have a discussion, what are we going to do in order to understand the Agadah next year? And we do different things, nothing helps every time. Here, by chance, I took an Agadah, so what, there's an explanation here. We bought Agadah with explanation. We understand nothing. Would be really happy at the end of this conversation to understand, like you said, a bit of what's happening beyond the very simplistic story that's going on and how is it relevant to our life today. People that come to study the wisdom of Kabbalah, Owen can say about that. And I, from at least the 30 years that I teach, I'll tell you that at least 5 to 7 first years that a person studies the wisdom of Kabbalah, he doesn't understand what it talks about in the Agadah. Maybe after 10 years you can start talking to him about him, and he starts hearing a bit. There's like this small hole in my ear that things start coming through. Before that, completely deaf. As it says, they have eyes and do not see, ears and do not hear. Impossible. A person has to sharpen several of his senses towards his nature in order to feel that I am now in exile. And if I will be in a different inner state, I will be in redemption. And this state that is pressuring me, this is Pharaoh, that now I'm getting pressure from this inner quality of mine, and that now it pulls me forward. This is called Moshe. Until he starts a bit identifying within himself all of these heroes of the Agadah, which isn't some kind of an external theater, but it's all happening inside a person. That takes time. We'll try to do it in a very light fashion. Somehow, I'll try. So the word, the name Agadah, comes from the saying Igadet lebincha bayom ha'u, that you told your son on that day. And what should we tell our children on the Seder Eve? When we sit together at the Seder, this is our first question. I don't think that there is a difference between kids and grown-ups, first of all. It says, as you should tell your son and not to others, meaning anyone who doesn't know, and it's worthwhile for him to listen, he is as a son. That's how everyone is. So what's important for all of us to know? What does it mean, exile? What is the difference between it and redemption? And to our point, are we in exile? And are we needy of redemption? That's it. That's all we have. That's the Passover. That's it. So let's start with what is exile. Exile. It means that I, compared to redemption, am in the opposite state to it. Okay, so what is Geula, redemption then? Geula, redemption, is opposite to Galut, exile. So these are two extreme ends that in the meantime we can't acknowledge neither. So today we're in exile. When we talk about Egypt, there's plenty of food, life, you live like a king. Pharaoh treats you nicely. Everything is truly heaven. How come they start feeling in exile? 7 years of satiation. Why do they change into the 7 years of hunger? Because they start feeling that they are disconnected from the meaning of life. What am I living for? Today you can ask many people in the world that they too will tell you, I don't know what am I living for, and really it bitters my life so much that I don't want to live at all. I'm turning to terror, to different things, at least to have some beacon of light in life, to know that I have some meaning in life, some ideal, some something, that I attack someone who stands in my way. Then I feel the feeling of a fight. A fight is good. It's me and something against me. Otherwise, I'm like some kind of, I don't know, dead body. And this is what they started feeling. They started feeling that there's some question awakening in them. What are we living for? What is the meaning in life? What is the purpose in life? It's better to die than keep on living this way. I don't eat the meat, the garlic. As it says, they had plenty of everything. Food, sex, family, money, honor, knowledge, they had everything in Egypt. It was like heaven from the whole world. And the Jews, they were the most respected, the richest, the most distinguished. What's missing? I have no meaning in life. Something inner that awakens, yes, and ruins my feeling of life. And I start feeling that I'm in this life like in a golden cage I can't come out of. This is called enslavement. So much that I see that specifically this good life especially is what suffocates me and kills me. Because if life would not have been that good, I'd have a justification to run from it. But this way I have no justification to escape. My ego enjoys being in Egypt, but along with it awakens the question, what are you living for? Who are you? You're a beast, not a man. And this is what happens in our times. What does it mean, beast and not a man? That I can provide I can have everything, like in Europe, like in US, but what do I have as a result? I still feel bitter. So one reveals upon the other the question of what is the meaning in life, atop the whole good life. And in our times, this is what we discover, especially with our kids, our grandchildren. It's really revealing in practice. And that's why we're starting to reveal the exile.